Imagine a nation coming together in profound grief over the loss of a figure who dedicated her life to uplifting the underserved and safeguarding her country's natural wonders. Thailand is in mourning following the passing of Queen Mother Sirikit at the age of 93. This heartfelt tribute isn't just about a royal farewell, it's a chance to explore the legacy of a woman whose quiet strength touched millions. But here's where it gets intriguing. Her story intertwines deeply with Thailand's turbulent political history, sparking debates that still resonate today. Let's dive in and unpack it all, step by step, so even those new to Thai royalty can follow along easily. Queen Mother Sirikit, known for overseeing royal initiatives aimed at aiding rural communities, reviving age-old artisanal skills, and championing environmental protection, passed away on Friday. According to the Royal Household Bureau, she succumbed to her illness at a Bangkok hospital, where she had been battling a severe blood infection since October 17. Despite the best efforts of her medical team, her health continued to deteriorate, leading to her withdrawal from public appearances in recent years. She had outlived her husband, King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who died in October 2016, leaving a void in the royal family's public face. Personal photos shared by the palace on the occasion of her 88th birthday captured touching moments. Her son, King Maha Vajiralongkorn, along with other family members, visiting her at Chulalongkorn Hospital, where she was under ongoing treatment. These images offer a glimpse into the warmth of their bond during her later years. Though often eclipsed by the towering figures of her late husband and her son, Sirikit carved out her own beloved and impactful niche. Her image adorned countless homes, workplaces, and public venues throughout Thailand, and her birthday on August 12 was honored as a National Mother's Day. Her contributions spanned humanitarian efforts, such as supporting Cambodian refugees, to environmental victories, like halting the deforestation of once vibrant forests. And this is the part most people miss, amid Thailand's era of intense political upheaval, characterized by military coups and violent demonstrations, the Queen's behind-the-scenes role drew increasing scrutiny. Rumors swirl about her subtle sway during these crises, and her decision to attend the funeral of a protester slain in clashes with authorities was seen by many as a clear alignment in the nation's deep political divide. This aspect of her legacy raises eyebrows and invites questions about the boundaries of royal influence in a democracy. Born Sirikit Kitiokara on August 12, 1932, in Bangkok, she hailed from a wealthy aristocratic background. Fascinatingly, both her parents had connections to past monarchs of the enduring Chakri dynasty, a ruling family that's governed Thailand for generations, much like a historical thread weaving through the nation's fabric. This was the same year Thailand transitioned from an absolute monarchy to a constitutional one, marking a pivotal shift in governance. Her early life unfolded against the backdrop of wartime Bangkok, which endured Allied bombings during World War II. Post-war, she relocated to France with her father, a diplomat serving as ambassador, broadening her horizons. There, at just 16, she crossed paths with the newly enthroned king in Paris, where she was immersed in studies of music and languages. Their connection deepened when the king suffered a life-threatening car accident, prompting her to join him in Switzerland for his recovery. He wooed her with poetic verses and even crafted a waltz entitled A Dream of You, a romantic gesture that blossomed into love. They tied the knot in 1950, and during their coronation ceremony later that year, they swore an oath to rule with righteousness for the benefit and happiness of the Siamese people, a pledge that echoed through their reigns. Together, they welcomed 4 children, King Maha Vajiralongkorn, who now sits on the throne, and Princesses Uboratana, Sirindhorn, and Kulabhorn. In the early days of their marriage, the royal couple traveled extensively as ambassadors of goodwill, building personal relationships with global leaders. However, by the 1970s, they shifted focus inward, tackling Thailand's pressing domestic issues like widespread poverty in rural areas, opium dependency among hill tribe communities, and a growing communist threat. Year after year, they ventured into the heart of the countryside, while also presiding over hundreds of royal, religious, and official events. Sirikit, renowned for her impeccable fashion sense and love of shopping, embraced these trips wholeheartedly, scaling hills and entering humble villages where elderly locals affectionately dubbed her daughter. Innumerable toys brought their woes to her, from minor family disputes to grave illnesses, and she and her team personally addressed many of them. While whispers in Bangkok speculated about her entanglements in palace politics and her opulent habits, her appeal in rural regions remained unshakable. As she explained in a 1979 interview with the Associated Press, misunderstandings arise between people in rural areas and the rich, so-called civilized people in Bangkok. People in rural Thailand say they are neglected, and we try to fill that gap by staying with them in remote areas. It's a simple yet powerful insight into bridging societal divides. Under her guidance, royal development programs sprouted nationwide, with many launched and overseen directly by the Queen. For instance, to boost earnings for impoverished families and safeguard fading traditions, she founded Support in 1976, an organization that has educated thousands in skills like silk weaving, jewelry crafting, painting, pottery, and other heritage arts. Think of it as a modern revival workshop turning local talents into livelihoods. Nicknamed the Green Queen for her environmental passion, she established wildlife sanctuaries, interactive zoos, and breeding grounds for endangered sea turtles, ensuring species survival in a changing world. Projects like Forest Loves Water and Little House in the Forest illustrated the financial perks of conserving woodlands and water sources, demonstrating how protecting nature can lead to tangible benefits, such as cleaner rivers for fishing or stable soil for farming. Unlike many European royals who serve mainly ceremonial functions, Queen Sirikit viewed the monarchy as an essential pillar in Thai society. There are some in the universities who think the monarchy is obsolete. But I think Thailand needs an understanding monarch, she said in that same 1979 interview. At the call, "The king is coming," thousands will gather. The mere word king has something magic in it. It is wonderful. This belief underscores her conviction in the monarchy's unifying power. Yet, as we've touched on, this reverence isn't without its controversies. In an age of questioning traditional institutions, some argue that royal involvement in politics blurs lines that should remain separate, potentially undermining democratic processes. Others defend it as a stabilizing force in a nation prone to instability. What do you think? Does the monarchy still hold magic in today's world, or is it time for a more modern approach? Share your views in the comments. I'd love to hear agreements, disagreements, or fresh perspectives.